Greetings, my name is Non-Duality, and I'm glad you're here. In this video now, I will be elaborating on why God is everything, and why you are also God, and why God, is a part of everything. I will be elaborating on that in this video. So thank you for watching. I'm just going to dive straight into it. I really do like to use numbers. I like to use the zero concept on how 0 equals 1. For example, 1 plus 1 equals 2. So technically 2 comes from 1. There's no dependency. 2 equals 1. They're the exact same number. But when 1 adds on to itself. So wouldn't it be that 0 equals 1? 0 means formless or shapeless. It's there before everything else. And when that which is there before everything else adds on to itself, you get the number 1. You get 0, taking on a form. 0 equaling 1. So wouldn't that be just like God, from the beginning, that which is there before everything else, creating reality? That would be like 0 becoming number 1. So this is how the 0 concept of how 0 is like God. The formless is God. For example, you get a piece of paper. The paper has nothing on it whatsoever. No drawings. So it's formless by that definition because it has no shapes on it. So completely shapeless. And you use that paper, that which is already available, that paper. You use that and you draw on it and you create forms on top of it. So could it be that the formless also is the form as well, because it cannot be there without it? It's not just dependency, like it's relying. The formless is the form. And you can see this clearly with a cloud. A cloud has, this shape. Sometimes they appear to be like a human shape. You look at a cloud, you can see anything when you look at a cloud. A circle, fuzzy. But a cloud is essentially a vapor traveling through the air before it becomes, a cloud. It's a vapor. It becomes rain. It becomes ice. It takes on so many different forms. So it's actually formless because it's able to take on so many forms. It's just like energy. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. Energy cannot be created and destroyed. And this explains why energy cannot be created or destroyed. Because going by that, the formless taking on a form, energy cannot be created or destroyed, because something that is already formless without shapes, it's blank. Taking on a form wouldn't be creation for it. And it losing that form wouldn't be the death of it either. That would be just it taking on a form and losing that form. So it's just like a cycle. It's not being created or destroyed. It's cycling itself. Therefore, it's eternal. You know that you're 0. You know that you're the shapeless. You know that you're God, because only the shapeless can become a shape. Let me ask you this question. Can a form already become a form? No, it cannot become a form. It has to be completely blank. There has to be absolutely nothing, like absolute nothingness, before there is the first accumulation, before there is the first shape. Like the paper example, it's empty before you put a shape up there. So it's obvious that it is the formless that equals the form. It is the form. It is the shape. So when we ask who God is, it is the formless. And we are all there. It doesn't matter how many forms you get, 1,000,000. 0 equals 1 through infinity. It's the exact same thing. Because 0 cannot equal 1 and not equal 2 as well. And not equal infinity as well. So 0 through infinity, it's just 0, the formless, expressing itself in infinite ways. So 0 means infinite possibilities. It doesn't mean nothingness, like you're just gone, poof, from existence. To elaborate further, there are some people who believe that when they die, there will be nothing. You will be absent. Like, it's just the absence of awareness. It's like the absence of formlessness. But the formlessness cannot be absent. It is eternal. And it's the formlessness that is everything else around you. Everything. It is the sky. It is the stars. And it had the ability to take on all these forms. A human being, a cloud, the rain. So who's to say that it won't happen again when you die? What if that when you die, you don't become formless and never to exist again? You just cease to exist. What if that is your default state? What if you have unlimited possibilities? You as the formless awareness, you as the formless entity. What if when you die, you don't just dissolve and that's it? It could be that this formlessness can take on any shape and it's not limited in any way, shape, or form. And that is what I truly believe. And based off my direct experience, it's a fact. Because say that you're nothing, right, and it's limited. Then why would there be creation in the first place? You think it's just an accident that the formless, before the Big Bang, everybody asked what that was. It's the formless. There were no forms. There was no activity. It's that limited in any way, shape, or form. Just think. You have outer space. You have a sun, which is so huge. You have millions of stars. You have billions of humans on this planet. Do you think that formlessness is limited in any way, shape, or form? To the point to where you just die and you're gone for good. You will never be ever again. Do you think it's limited in that way? Just look around you at these millions of humans. You plant a seed into the ground. It becomes this huge tree. And you will understand that this awareness, this entity is not limited in any way, shape, or form. And you are that. You are that entity. You are God. You are grace. And you will exist forever. Thank you for watching. That's all I had to say.